to the Raritan of Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will get the first crack at it here. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense will get the ball for the first time. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Palmer.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Quickly out to the tight end. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They didn't get away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Trying to make magic on the... breaks into the open. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Fires to the tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Scarlet Knights have their offense in high gear. Lets it fly. Snagged in the middle. It's Crawford. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the toss. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. The give to the lone running back. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. It'll be third and long. Might be changing the route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Under fire. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Good right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Stanford. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Looking to throw on first down. Extending the play. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. The give on the option. Spins away from the defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Boilermakers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They're looking for an advantage to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. They booted away on fourth down. Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The offense changing the play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. On first down from their own 22. Looking for a gap. It's Crawford. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. And the Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. He'll do it himself. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Scarlet Knights kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
And the Scarlet Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20.
Turning it on! He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback, and he gets loose.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll start this drive firing. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. On the set. big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The carry going off right tackle here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The last two plays have not gone as scripted. It's 3rd and 19. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Boilermakers decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Trying to make magic with his feet. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rutgers!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Quarterback on the keeper. Shows him the stiff arm. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds his man down the middle. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man to the left. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it, and stopped the clock. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Boilermakers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Off the RPO, complete. Oh, he's got some space. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put in play from the 40. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll pull it on the read. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
The Scarlet Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Grab behind the line. It's Ross. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
The Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And this one will be
by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened there.
He'll sneak it. The Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Off play action. Fires to the middle. It's caught. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. The give to Davis. Running into the open space. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16. And the Boilermakers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right back to the well. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch. He is stopped well short of the 1st down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Rides the back and leaves it. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Trying to take it back. Powers through.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. It's a superb effort by that guy.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line, it's Davis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Purdue! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
And no doubt, first half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Gives it on the option. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking for room, it's Parker. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Scarlet Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? The Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
And, man, that stings because this offense needed every single possession they had left. Now down by 2 possessions, and you're kicking the football off. That was a play that kind of just ended this one. This offense had to put points up, and instead they give up the big safety.
Finding open areas.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Great job by the offense there, getting the 1st down on the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Scarlet Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll do it himself. Got the 1st down and more. Nice job to get down there and avoid the hit with the slide. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Scarlet Knights will have it 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas State fell behind a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough, and they could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia State. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's taking the deep shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. He's loose on the right. Still on his feet. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Well, you talk about getting out of jail free. They changed that field position in a heartbeat, and now they're ready to roll. He's got it on the run. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Boilermakers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Second and goal for the offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. Now he's looking to throw it. Now adjusting. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Direct snap. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Makes a move. He returns it almost to the 35. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Solid work on that one. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to run it. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.